Hi, everyone. Bill Rentschler alongside Sports Director Kevin Sjuts in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Kevin, we spoke yesterday on Monday about the softball team's opening weekend. The big takeaway, again, was Jordy Bahl going down with injury in the very first game of the season. We were unsure of her status yesterday, but today that's changed a little bit.
Yeah, Tuesday, just after the lunch hour, the Nebraska softball team announces that Jordy Bahl will miss the remainder of the 2024 season, which is just gutting news for the softball program, Husker Nation, all of college softball, and most importantly, Jordy, who made the decision to transfer from Oklahoma to Nebraska. A difficult decision, but one that she said really kind of tugged on her heart. And there was so much fanfare leading up to this season, and it was very unfortunate to see what happened on Thursday. The first game of the Jordy Bahl era, she goes down with an injury. Turns out it's an ACL injury, and it will force her to miss the remainder of this year.
Yeah, I mean, Trev Alberts talked about the problem of needing to find extra seats to fit into Bowlin Stadium. All the the Jordy Bahl effect again. The energy surrounding women's sports in Nebraska this year has been really palpable, and Jordy Bahl was a big reason for that. So big loss.
Well, I was there at practice last week, and you could see all the construction that was being done inside Bowlin Stadium. They were taking some of the areas that were the berms behind the dugouts. It's now concrete, and they're trying to, essentially create rows. They're going to install seating there. They have a new bleacher that's going to go down the third baseline. Yes, it's the Jordy Bahl effect. This is also a program that has been on the rise, coming off back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances. And that's one of the things Rhonda Revelle, when she issued her statement announcing Jordy Bahl's situation for the year, she still conveyed a message that there's no quit or giving up in this team. Even with Jordy in the dugout, this is still a pretty good team with a lot of veterans on the roster, most notably Billy Andrews, who's one of the top 50 players in college softball.
And so she is going to apply for a medical hardship, which again, there's be no reason, again, with this being the first game of the year, that she would not get that. So she would still have 2 seasons of eligibility remaining with the Huskers.
Yeah, and for those folks who have not seen video of the injury, we will, of course, show it on our newscasts tonight. She just landed awkwardly when she was delivering a pitch. She went to the ground. She was slow to get up, and she did, go off the field. She had to have one of the support staff ladies help her off the field, but there was still some weight being put on the leg, and I'm sure there was a lot of fear and panic in Jordy's eyes. So we'll show you that video. It just didn't look good at the moment. I think a lot of Nebraska fans, and the way that the softball program handled the injury while they were in Mexico was they were not going to play here over the weekend. They were going to fly back. They were going to go through the tests, which, to my understanding, were yesterday, which leads us to the announcement today. It's not the news that any fans wanted to hear. So unfortunate. But it seemed like over the past few days there was an element of hope for the fan base, for the team, that maybe she would be okay. But Nebraska is going to play the rest of this year without the star of the team.
Yeah, one of the stars of the sport, I probably argue. So again, Kevin will obviously have continuing coverage of this story tonight, again, 6 and 10. So again, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online, for all of your latest news, weather, and sports.